few months' time, snow will blanket the Great Peaks just to our west, but for now, summer still in full swing at Empower Field at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And the Mile High air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Back to throw. LeBlanc. Flush to his right. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Broncos. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Calais Campbell on the stop. Well, this defense for the Ravens, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw on third down, LeBlanc, and that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Play action. It's Wilson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he spins past him and into space. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through something.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off play action. LeBlanc going long here for Wallace. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. LeBlanc. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And taken right on the 30. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. Man open left side is Brown. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Third down, Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now Dobbins again on second down. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Now Wilson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Second down and goal. Wilson flushed out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Third down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. That's a tough blow there offensively. Had a decent drive going. You've got the lead, and now things completely flip on you.
Yeah, because they've been dominating on both sides of the ball. But after that mistake there, it's got to be tough for them to look up and realize we're trailing in this ball game. I thought we had complete control.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go play action with Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. LeBlanc. That'll be caught. Wallace hauls it in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Throwing on 1st down. LeBlanc. And Gordon's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw is on target to Duvernay.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Play action. Now Wilson. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Being chased out left. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So they potentially could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. LeBlanc, he'll buy some time right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They go play action now. Wilson looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Wilson. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And this is going to be another first down as he'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Well, you think he loved the protection he had there all kinds of time.
And you're so right. How could you not love that? Great protection. The big guys up front really locked in on it. No one gets near the quarterback. He's got all the time in the world to serve it.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Broncos 14. Justin Tucker,
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Williams, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. LeBlanc. And that's checked down to Gordon. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. On 4th down, LeBlanc. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
At the 30-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. And this is caught. It's Brown. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the fumble recovery, LeBlanc. Throw right side, complete to Williams. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Broncos on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On the ground, this is Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. On first down, Dobbins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
It's always been funny to me, Brandon, when coaches always talk about on hot days like the one we have here. Well, it's hot for both teams. But when one team has the advantage, when one team is running the ball really well and closing things out, it's hotter for the defensive side, and they sag a lot quicker.
Yeah, they say the dog days of August, the heat we're seeing here today, dog days of September, and the advantage right now on the offensive side. On second down, here's the option. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Vision and speed, two of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Ravens first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Dobbins. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Dobbins once more. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. And this time he is in. Yes. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Ravens 31, Broncos 21. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly.
And he's going to go down. Back back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Adafe Owe in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw. LeBlanc eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. He's got him in. Complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. LeBlanc. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 76 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll run here with Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film,